Okay. So we are discussing trust, respect. So let me briefly sum up. If you have any doubt, then I will share my understanding. So we discussed trust as assurance on intention. So if I am assured of your intention, everyone's intention, then I have feeling of trust. With this assurance, now I am evaluating the competence and I am evaluating the intention. So whenever I will evaluate the intention, it will be same. So my intention is pure, your intention is pure. So now we need to evaluate the competence also. So at the level of competence, we are different. So you may have more competence, I may have less competence. So once I am able to accept you as similar to me on the basis of potential, purpose, program and potential, then I make a program for complementarity. So at the level of purpose, we are same. At the level of program, we are same. Our program is same, our potential is same, our purpose is same. So we can see that we are similar to each other at the level of consciousness, at the level of self. So once I am able to see that we are similar, then there is a need to evaluate competence. And this competence, difference in competence, can be complementarity. So if you have more understanding than me, then I will be ready to take help from you. If I have more understanding, then I will live with you unconditionally with stability. And with this stability, if you need my help, I will be ready to help you. So in this manner, we both become complement of each other. So complementarity is the outcome of respect. Right? So this is what we discussed before the break. So if I am not able to evaluate you rightly, then I may go into ego, depression. So right evaluation is self-confidence. So I am evaluating myself rightly on the basis of natural acceptance. So it is self-confidence. So under evaluation means evaluating less than what it is. Over evaluation means evaluating other than what it is. So for example, if one has done UHV 4 and I am evaluating that he is most competent because he has done UHV 4 workshop. So what kind of evaluation is? Over evaluation. Right? Now if I am evaluating that he has done UHV 4 but still his behavior is not changed. He cannot understand. He has wasted 8 days. What kind of evaluation is? Under evaluation. What would be the right evaluation? So right evaluation is he has got proposals and he will take time. So proposal is given in the workshop. Now he is exploring. Depending on his sanskar, he will take his own time. So that is right evaluation. Right? So this we have discussed. If you have any doubt, question, we can take. Clear? Clear? Yeah, all clear. Okay. So you can move towards a feeling of affection. So when we live with the feeling of trust and respect, then we are assured of each other's intention. It is the same. We are able to see that we have the same potential, possibility as a self. We are able to define our complementarity on the basis of our mutual competence. So this will happen if I have a feeling of trust and respect. With this background, now I am able to accept the other as being related to me. So if I have a feeling of trust, feeling of respect, then I will accept you as my relative. There will be relatedness between me and you. So I will feel related to you. The feeling of acceptance of the other as being related is the feeling of affection. So if I am doubting on intention, can I feel related? No. So that's why fundamental value is I must be assured of intention. Then I am not accepting you similar to me. Can I feel related to you? No. So with trust and respect, I will feel related to you. This relatedness is affection. And once I am feeling affection for you, we start becoming responsible in the relationship. So outcome of affection will be responsibility. So once I am accepting you as a relative, once I am feeling related to you, so it will be my responsibility to work for you. Right? So today we can see that we have quite well connected and also dependent on each other for various activities. The question is, do we have a feeling of acceptance for each other? So you can ask yourself.
Is it each other or I have a feeling of acceptance? Is it each other or I have a feeling of acceptance for the other person?
Yes. So you can ask yourself, right? Do I have feeling of acceptance for others? Do you accept others? Do you accept that other is similar to you? Do you feel related to others? This you can ask. So this is affection. Yes, Dede. Sumati Didi.
About the second point, we are able to see that we have the same potential as self means. That statement, or it's a statement about myself, or I have to see the same potential to others also.
So we have the same potential. It means I have potential to reach to my natural acceptance.
Okay.
And you have also that potential.
Yes.
Naturally.
I can accept this. I have 2 kids. I am very much, I have some passions, other than my academic or whatever it is, I have some passion in dance, right? Now I expect, I believe my son is also having the same capacity, same potential. Initially he may show that interest. Later on he couldn't do it. He couldn't, he lost his interest in this particular thing. Even in studies also, if I'm excel in mathematics, I have the same thing. My son was also having the same potential, he can do it. Initially he may fulfill that, but later on he lost interest in this particular thing. But thing is, I believe he is also having same potential, but he couldn't do it. Yeah, that is, I insist him, otherwise I force him to do the same thing. If I believe that, sometimes I may get that expectations, and I force him to do, no, you can do this, you have that potential, you do it. So the same thing, it may give a negative impact to that, no? Because different person got different potential. We have to accept it. But here, the same potential means?
Let her complete. You complete, Didi. You complete.
But okay, whatever, that is, that statement, this positively we can say that. We should not underestimate anybody. I am accepting this, the same thing, same thing, the same statement, it may give negative impact also. Because I believe them. I'm not talking about my son, my neighbor, or more, my colleague. I believe them. Okay, they can do it, but actually they are not capable. They are not able to do it in the particular task. I'm not talking about the whole thing, but I believe them. But they are not satisfying my expectation. That again, the relationship will be in problem, right?
So there are two words, I can write here. So potential, is it visible? And ability or competence. Right. So your child may good at English, may good at mathematics, but the potential to keep himself happy in continuity, we each have that potential. So you can keep yourself happy in continuity. Your child can also do this. This potential he has. So the natural potential that is available to us, But sometimes he is active in mathematics, sometimes he is active in English, sometimes in dance. It depends on his interest. And it depends on his thoughts. So if he considers mathematics important, then he will take interest in mathematics. Somehow he has influenced. Someone is speaking English and he has influenced. Now he will take interest in learning English. So that will vary. But potential to continue my happiness, that I have and that you also have. So that potential we are talking about. Current?
My competence is the current imagination of mind that is guiding by the factors.
Whatever you have accumulated in you is your competence.
But how it's different basically? Skill, like dancing skill, not everybody needs to have this competence. We all want to develop. So I'm just asking how to differentiate.
All these things will come in competence at sanskar. So all skills are related to sanskar. So you have some kind of sanskar. That's why you learn some skills very quickly. Other people may take time. So it is a matter of interest. And where this interest is, in my imagination. Right? But potential we all have. So we can keep ourselves happy. So we don't need anything from outside for this. Whether you are skilled or not. Whether you are computer skilled or mechanically skilled. But you can make yourself happy in continuity. That potential you have. Right?
Since we are talking about many parental issues, I just want to read a small piece of literary work. Can I? So, this is a poem by Khalil Gibran from his work The Prophet, and the topic is on children. So if we understand this philosophy, I think we can have a better parenthood. It starts like this. Your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may you may strive to be like them, but seek not to be make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the marks upon the path of infinite, and he bends you with his might. The author is referring to the God. And his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. It's by Halil Gibran. He is from Lebanon, yeah. And this piece was written in the year 1923. Yeah, Prophet, yes, sir. So it's from 1923.
So let me help you to explore this in depth. So whatever Didi is trying to say, right? F for father, M for mother. So let's understand what Didi is trying to say. If you see this father, there is a body, there is a self. So I will write SF means self of father, consciousness of father. BF means body of father. Each human being is a coexistence of self and body. Similarly, mother. So body of mother and self of mother. So father is also a human being, coexistence of self and body. And mother is also a human being, coexistence of self and body. Right? Now there is a difference at the level of body, gender wise. And this difference is basically to become complement of each other, so that new generations may come. So when body of these two people meet, a new human being create. So C for child. So self of child and body of child. Right? Ulta. CS. Right? Now if you see the whole process, what is happening? So body of child may have some inherent characteristics of the body of mother or body of father. But if you see self of the child, it is a different consciousness unit. So it is not happening that some portion of self has been broken here, some there, and this is a mixed one. No. This is a separate consciousness. This is a separate consciousness, and this is a separate consciousness. Right? Self. So self is an independent unit. So that's why characteristic of body may meet characteristic of parents, but self of child is with different sanskars. Self of mother is with different sanskar. Self of father is it with different sanskar. So that's why she said that child has come through you, but it has its own sanskar. Now we can help the sanskar of child. We can facilitate the sanskar of child, so that he may be able to reach to their swabhav, his swabhav, innate nature. So once he is able to reach his innateness, then he will be stable inside and will be interacting outside with mutual happiness, mutual prosperity. So we can help to assure, or we can help the child to achieve the basic aspiration through this process of self-exploration.
This should be BC, not CP.
Write down BC. Write down BC.
Bhaiya,
Okay. Right.
memory in the brain.
Right, so write down BC. So what is happening? Now the responsibility of these parents is to ensure a conducive environment for the children. So if these parents are living with feeling of trust, feeling of respect, with continuous happiness, then child may learn many things from the environment. So this we can do as a parents. So we will talk in detail in coming slides. I have just opened as Didi.
Bhaiya, he is asking this question, but he want me to ask.
Okay.
He is asking whether this conscious has taken different bodies. So many things has come. But is it possible that at present, 2025, the new conscious is developing itself and associating with the new body?
So
How this conscious
we need to do PhD on this.
on this now?
Take as a
do
project
PhD on
and do PhD. All these things to be unfolded.
To be
There
unfolded.
is a need to be unfold.
It's
To
yet
unfold
to
all these
unfold.
things. So do PhD
For that we need a
in
mentor.
human value.
We need mentor or guide now.
Okay. So let's come back. So this feeling of affection. So I am feeling related to the other. And I am feeling related to the consciousness. So feeling of affection, and the feeling of relatedness will be with the consciousness. So I am as a consciousness feeling related to your consciousness. This is a feeling of affection. Not relatedness with body. Relatedness with consciousness. This is a feeling of affection. Right. Okay. So this is what we are trying to explain. The problem happens when you over-evaluate. This is my child. The child has come through the body. But problem will happen when you over-evaluate this. This is my child.
But this generation children, they are very clear. So they will listen, but they never want themselves to be influenced.
They never.
Want themselves to be influenced. They listen first, listen to the parents, but they won't be influenced. They think that their life is big.
See, they will do two things. They will listen you and they will verify whatever you are telling. Are you living up to that mark or not? If you are not living up to that, then they will stop listening you. I tell you one interesting example. So once I was taking a class for school students. You complete it. You complete.
You were discussing about it. That's why.
No, you complete it.
Like where does memory lies? Like because in conscious we'll have all the memories, but actually all those impressions will be because of the brain. Now self will have some memory. As ma'am said, by morning ma'am was telling, no, genetic memory is the 3 different types of memories you were telling, no ma'am. Genetic memory, like the different types of memory they were telling. Now where the memory lies, whether it is in self or in the body. Apo.
Genetic memory is with the body, karmic memory is with the cells.
What does karmic memory mean?
Which you carry from generations.
Then there is a generational transmission is there, right? Because the karmic memory is there in the self means it has been transferred from the father and mother to the child.
So that is body.
Then what is karmic memory?
See, the sanskar, the sanskars. You have your own sanskar, right? So you have your own sanskar. Sanskar are not coming down from parents.
Why we got this doubt, Bhaiya? Like in Mahabharatam, Abhimanyu has gone into that Vyuga Chakram, no, Bhaiya? Chakra Vyugyam. Like he has gone into it and he couldn't able to come out because he slept when he is in mother's womb. That is the mother's slept. So that is why we got the doubt, like something hereditarily they carrying it up, like the self and its consciousness is also having this. Right from the mother, he's carrying that consciousness in himself. That's why I got this doubt where the memory lies in now. Like whether it is in self or in body, that is in his consciousness, it was there. Nobody has told him how to go inside to that chakra and how he has got that.
So the child is with consciousness even when he is in womb. So he is with consciousness, and listening ability exists in consciousness. Ability to see exists in consciousness. So that's why whatever happening in environment, we can listen. So that's why it is said that whenever
Even in its womb, he was able to receive it through its consciousness only.
so it is ability of consciousness. That why he can listen. Anyone can listen.
But ma'am was asking the right question. But his mother only has left to know. He should have listened to everything else what was being given by us.
That's why you listen very carefully, है ना? That's why it is. That's why. है ना?
The baby, the situation is narrated by Krishna. The answer, the response given by the baby. So Krishna thought that he is telling all those things, but suddenly he realized the mother slept. So he stopped. That's why he did.
Krishna stopped.
He doesn't know about comeback.
That's why attending this workshop for parents, it is optional or compulsory? Compulsory. So for all those who are going to be parent, they should attend this workshop. So this ability to listen exists in consciousness, whether it is in womb or outside. That's why he can listen. Okay, so let's come back. Feeling of relatedness. So you just ask yourself whether you have feeling of relatedness in you for others or not. That you can ask. Right? So we will do some activities. We will do some activities. Okay. Okay. So let them settle. Let them land. Let everyone land. So I was telling a story. I was telling a story on the reply of ma'am. Why children are not listening us. So I was conducting a workshop for school students. So there was 5th class student, 6th class student. So I was explaining this natural acceptance. So I asked children, what is naturally acceptable to you? To be in feeling of relationship or in a position? So everyone said relationship. And if you talk to children, they say very directly, whatever is naturally acceptable. So this class was over and that child went to his home. And in home there was a fight between parents, mother and father. So when he reached to home, he asked his mother, what is naturally acceptable to you? To have a feeling of relationship for father or a position? And that time mother was very angry and she gave a slap. Now child want to listen, but you are not living up to that level. Now his confidence is lost. Now what will he think? These things are not practical. These are theoretical. And now that child has grown and attending this workshop. That's why they are thinking it is not practical. Because you have not got that kind of environment. That's why there is a toughness in our sanskar.
So surrounding is intention.
And you are surrounding for some people. Right. So this is the crux. I am also surrounding for some people. But I am looking for my surrounding. I am not re-evaluating that I am also surrounding for some people. This is the problem. Because I evaluate myself on the basis of intention. That's why these questions do not come in my mind. So I always blame surrounding. But you are also surrounding for some people. So that we need to evaluate, study. So let's come back. Feeling of affection. So feeling of affection means now I am feeling related. I am accepting others. So I have a feeling of trust. I have a feeling of respect. So I am related to other people. So this relatedness in me is affection. Yes, ma'am.
Can self travel away from the body?
No, you try to travel. You try, just try. But there is no need to convince, Didi. There is no need to convince.
No need to convince, but
Bas.
it's too long time. And we have the many stories from our rehearsals.
No, Didi. Just a minute. So don't convince. It is written here, it is written there. You exist. You check within yourself. What is the problem? So don't convince others through stories, through books. You exist, you just check. You are consciousness, just check. So let them people explore. And help people to explore the things. Do not convince. Didi? Yes. So what I am saying, let the people explore. Don't convince them. So you exist as a consciousness. Just try it. Whether you can travel or not.
If the self goes away from the body, if we explore, how can we tell others?
So be here till the workshop. So be here till the workshop. Then we will see. The problem is when workshop is going on, you are moving here and there. So you are not assimilating the proposals. That's the problem. So I am here, I am sitting with 60 people. Am I feeling related? This is the prominent question. When I am at home, I am living with 4 people. Am I feeling related? This is a prominent question. So first solve these issues. Then you will be able to see your potential, whether you can travel or not. You have a feeling of opposition and you are thinking of traveling. Very difficult. Because you are stuck here, you want to take revenge, how will you travel? So first liberate yourself, then you will be able to see your potential. So first purify your sanskar, then we will be able to see our potential. Then we can solve all these issues.
Do some research.
Yes. Okay, so let's come back. So I am going to give you some activities. And that activity will help you. So activity is basically based on why I am not able to feel relatedness with others. This is my natural acceptance to live with feeling of affection. But why I am not able to live with this relatedness? So I am going to give some activities. That activities will help you to see why I am not able to live with relatedness. Right? So 2-3 points I will write here and we will explore together. And these are very interesting points. So one obstacle between me and you in relatedness, in feeling of affection, is conclusion. labeling, and we will see this through activities. So one obstacle, that is obstacle between us, is this conclusion. So we will learn whether we are concluding the things or we are evaluating the things. Evaluation. So we will see difference between conclusion and evaluation, and we will also see what is observation. So these three words will make you more clear, right? So observation means I am observing the things as it is, without making any coloring. This is observation. Conclusion means I have concluded the things, now I have closed my mind. Evaluation means I have evaluated myself, but I am open. I will evaluate again next moment. I will evaluate again myself next moment. So when I am evaluating, I am open. When I am concluding, I am closed. Right? So we will see difference between these three words. So let me write one sentence. Suppose there is a person coming in front of you, and you see that person, and immediately one sentence comes in your mind. What? He always talks nonsense. He always talks nonsense. Is this conclusion or observation? Conclusion. Yes. Because you have some conclusion for that person. Now if you have this conclusion, will you feel related? Immediately you will have a feeling of opposition. As you will see that person, you will have a feeling of opposition. Because you have concluded something about that person. Is it right? Now what will be the observation? If this is the conclusion, then what will be the observation? We can take mic, it is very interesting activity, we can take mic. What will be the observation? I have written here, he always talks nonsense.
Basic observation is he talks.
He is talking nonsense now. Is this? Okay, let me write. He is talking nonsense now. Is this observation or conclusion? Again conclusion. The moment you will conclude he is talking nonsense now, will you feel elated? Then what is the observation?
He talks. He talks. That is totally non-judgmental. He is just talking. You are observing a person talking too much. That's it. He is talking.
He's talking or he talks?
He's talking from his preconceived based on his
Okay, so I am writing one more sentence.
He is talking or he talks?
So let's move step by step.
I'm listening.
Whenever I meet him, I found him talking nonsense. ऐसे लिख देते ना? Whenever I meet him, I found or I find him talking nonsense. Now what is the difference between this sentence? earlier he always talk nonsense. Now what has happened? Whenever I meet him, I find him talking nonsense. So if I am taking this sentence, what is happening? I am free from this conclusion. Maybe he may not be talking always nonsense, but whenever I meet him, I find him talking nonsense. Is it observation or conclusion? Conclusion. Conclusion. Okay, I will write one more line. I will write one more line. So he meets 10 times a day, and I find 10 times, 8 times is speaking nonsense.
This is observation.
So I meet him 10 times, but out of 10, 8 times he talks nonsense. Now is it conclusion or observation?
Observation. Because I am observing this concept, and from that I am checking it out.
Evaluation. Okay, let me write one more line. Let me write one more line. He meets me 10 times a day, and I find 8 things not related to my interest. I meet him 10 times, but out of 10, 8 things, whatever he talks, it is not to my interest. Now, is it observation or conclusion?
Observation.
How will we find that it is observation or conclusion?
There are some possibilities.
Yes.
No, because many times he is talking, and from that I am observing that these many times he is talking wrong.
Yes. So what is happening? Let's understand. What is happening? What is happening? So he is not talking nonsense. I am not able to relate his talk with my life. This is happening. He may be talking best from his perspective, but I am not able to relate with my life. This is the cause I am declaring him nonsense. So actually what is happening? I am not able to relate 8 talks with my daily life. So it is happening. But what we are concluding? He always talk nonsense. Now in this sentence, I am aware that I am not able to relate. So I am not blaming him for my irritation. I am taking responsibility of my irritation. And what is the real cause? I am not able to find the relatedness in those 8 things. This is actually happening. But generally what we conclude, he always talks nonsense. Have you understood? Okay. Now if it is clear to you, then we will do one activity. What you have to do?
So observation and evaluation.
I am coming to evaluation. Observation will be the point when the other person cannot deny. The moment you say he always talk nonsense, he can deny. How you can say? But the moment you will say, I am not able to relate 8 things with my daily life, then he will not deny, because it is now your problem. He will feel comfortable. And actually it is happening. I am not able to relate your talks, है ना? So if it is clear to you, then we will do one exercise. Ready? So now what you have to do, just take a page, just take a slip and remind one person, or not one person. What you do, you sit together, one person with another person, and you write one thought what you have for him or her. Just write down. So for example, I may write one thought about Supraja ji. You can write one thought about the person who is sitting next to you. So do this, then I will tell next step. Do this.
I can write for any person.
So do this. Just write down one line, whatever you have in your one person.
By a single word.
Now you have choice. You have choice. You have choice. You have that person.
This is observation.
You evaluate yourself. You evaluate yourself. First write down, then ask yourself, have you written conclusion or have you written observation? And if you have written conclusion, what will be the observation? So draw the observation. Or you can come here, write down one sentence, we will together find out the observation.
Please, you help me by writing the table.
Do yourself, then I will come. Okay, so you may come here, Didi. You can write down and we can discuss whether it is observation or conclusion. You can write these in big fonts.
Why should I need to write the name also?
No. Otherwise you will be in a position. Very interesting thing. What you are feeling with this writing?
Very small.
So this is very small. It is a conclusion or observation? It is a conclusion or observation? Let them learn.
Dr. Yeni, my friend.
You can take mic. You can take mic.
Please help us to hear what she is telling.
See, for the past 3 days, I found that Dr. Yelil is preparing the assignment by spending some time. That's what I have written there.
Very good observation.
No, we will decide whether it is observation or not. Just don't declare it. We will do. Okay, so you can read, Supraja Didi. You can read.
Talks like she's always.
Take mic.
It's conclusion, but how to observe?
She talks like she's always right.
So it is conclusion or observation?
It's conclusion.
So what will be the observation? Do this exercise. What would be the observation?
Whenever I am interacting, I found that whatever the information she is conveying is going to be right also.
Anyone or else? What would be the observation?
Sir, you said the other person cannot deny, then only it is observation. But police informers were asked to observe the criminal's activities. The criminals do not know that somebody is watching them. Is it not observation?
So let me first handle teachers. Then I will. Then I will do this exercise for criminals. we never live in present. Huh? When we are with teacher community, we are thinking of criminals. Yes. Somewhere else. Yes.
Okay.
Anyone. What will be the observation? She talks like she is always right.
She is sure of her conclusions, or she is confident of what she seems like. She is confident of what she is talking about. Will that make any?
She is confident.
She seems like she is confident.
She is.
Yeah, she seems. SEEMS. Seems like she is confident of her conclusions. I felt like that.
She is confident. Confident of?
Conclusions.
Conclusions.
Conclusions. That's what I feel. My thing is that.
Now check whether it is observation or conclusion.
Seems like Seems like
Let others speak. Ma'am, take mic. है ना? We can give mic.
As far as I have observed, she draws to a conclusion quickly.
Okay. Should I write here?
Yeah.
Speak, Didi.
As far as I have observed her, she seems to draw to a conclusion quickly.
She
seems to draw to conclusion quickly. Yes. Observation.
Maybe.
Look at the first sentence. I have observed. As far as
What should I write? Observation or conclusion?
She talks like in such a manner that I am not able to evaluate.
Or it can be.
Not able to evaluate, but she might be right also.
Or can be she's talking.
Can be?
She is talking.
She is talking. She is adamant. She is adamant. It is
They are
conclusion
asking
or
you
observation?
to make it as an observation. Change the sentence to observation. That is what you said is also a conclusion. Which is not conclusion. What I have written. It's all conclusions.
You can write Didi.
She talks like she's always right. Always is conclusion. எப்ப பேசுறோம் தப்பு ரைட்டா தான் பேசுறாங்கன்றதே conclusion தான்.
I know the sentence has to be framed that it comes on me.
Observation is a reality, directly seeing the reality. Conclusion தான் I relate to some conclusion. So it's a conclusion.
Like it's my problem. No, it is my problem. So there's a scope. I think, but this has to do with me. It is not about the person. That is why I'm not going to put a stop here. Like it's a open, and I can see whether it is right or wrong. Whether it is my problem or it is really the case.
normal or unshaky whenever she communicates.
But I'm not in a position to evaluate. So when you add that word, I think it becomes an answer. She might be right, but I'm not able to evaluate or I'm not in a position to find that sentence, whatever it is.
So let's write this sentence. Didi, you tell me. Most of the time, she considers herself.
But I'm not in a position to. But I'm not in a position to.
I am not in.
I'm not in a position to relate it or understand.
Or I am not in a position to understand her.
Sir, can it be told in this way, sir? She talks in a way in which I cannot evaluate.
She talks in a way
Which I cannot evaluate.
which I cannot evaluate. Huh? So idea is this, see, the basic idea is why we are doing this exercise. Basic idea is, if you observe your statements, many times you have drawn some conclusions for others, and due to these conclusions you are not able to see intention of other, because you have drawn some conclusion for others. So you have to reevaluate your conclusion and you have to reach to the observation. Once you are at the observation, then you will be able to see relatedness, intention, because that cloud has gone. So these are the obstacles. So in morning you were asking, how can I be assured intention of other? Why it is happening? Because whenever you think of feeling of trust, immediately few conclusion comes in your mind that you have made for that person, and due to these conclusions you are in doubt, right? So for example, this sentence, this, she talks like she is always right. Now whenever I will think of this person, immediately this conclusion will come, and once this conclusion will come, most probably you will not able to see relationship intention. You will either start from over evaluation or under evaluation. If you are over evaluating yourself, then you will under evaluate her. If you have under evaluated yourself, then you will over evaluate her. You cannot do right evaluation because these conclusions are obstacle in doing right evaluation. So you need to be aware what you have made perceptions about the others, what conclusions you have made about the others. So for example, for your children, he always bites nails. Does he always bite nails, or whenever you see, then you find him biting this nail? But the moment you say he always, now it will be difficult to right evaluate that person. Definitely you are going to under evaluate him. So these conclusions are obstacle that I have made. So I need to be aware of myself. Can you give another example?
Bhaiya, for that you give the observation from your point, please. I need to clear that cloud. It may help me, please.
So you can consider this. She talks in a way which I cannot evaluate. Actually, I am not confident. I am confused. So I am not able to rightly evaluate. This is the problem. है ना. She may have over evaluated herself, but I am not able to evaluate
I'm not able to evaluate
her rightly.
her rightly.
This. So this is example. You just take another example.
If I evaluate that she is over evaluating, then I can able to see that they are over evaluating themselves. It will take time for understanding. Is that is also observation?
So evaluation would be, this time she is not, this time I am not able to evaluate her rightly. But maybe next time I will observe her.
Observe.
So evaluation will continue.
Okay, okay.
But if you have concluded, then you will not continue with your observation.
So my evaluation keep on going. When will I reach that observation?
Yes. So you will evaluate next time again. You will evaluate next time again. But if you have made some conclusion, then you will not evaluate. You will stop yourself.
Okay.
So even she is doing best for you, but due to your conclusion, you won't be able to see
I cannot able
this.
to see that. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Each time you will start with doubt because you have some conclusions. And these are because of our sanskar.
So if observation,
Also, with the feeling of relationship also, you need to do this exercise all the time. So you be aware about your statement, what statement you are passing or you have accumulated in yourself. So for example, just a minute. For example, for your husband, for example, I am foodie person. Now it is conclusion for me. Now what does it mean? I am not going to evaluate myself because I have declared. I am very angry. Is this conclusion or observation? Conclusion. Now you have accepted yourself. Now it will be difficult to break this wall. So this kind of labeling, this kind of conclusions, these are obstacle in relationships. So as you move towards your house, all the conclusion that you have made for your family members, they will start emerging, coming out. As you move from home to office, many conclusions will come. People related to your office. So this conclusion starts emerging. So we need to be aware. Now conclusion is coming. What is the observation? Yes, sir.
Well, that sentence evaluation, she talks in a way which I cannot evaluate.
Say again, sir.
No, that sentence is evaluation, no? Next time I can say I evaluated. So I think observation is what is going on. So talking is the observation. I'm listening to her, then I am coming to evaluation, then I am coming to a conclusion. So this sentence, observation, will be talking.
So what I am saying, don't conclude, be open for evaluation every time. So whether you have evaluated this time, be ready next time, because our sanskar getting influenced. His sanskar is also getting influenced. So each time we have to be ready for evaluation. And I am evaluating, this is observation. Right? So you can do this. Now you be aware about your conclusions.
Sir, I have
one more example is very simple. For example, I am. So observation is I am not able to control my senses. I need to work on this. Each time I get influenced with my senses. This time I am influenced. Next time again I am influenced. This is happening. But now I need to evaluate.
You just see and just observe it and leave it. Don't evaluate. But here we are saying evaluate. Don't conclude. You can evaluate. In the exercise.
In morning exercise also, step 2, 3, we do evaluation.
That is another.
Not conclusion. Right? So for example, one person has done UHV 4. Now immediately people will conclude UHV 4 means high stability. Now it will create problem.
That is why we always say, like, don't put lipstick, don't put makeup during UHV. Always they are confused.
Okay, so let's move towards next feeling. So you can do this exercise.
Sir, I have 2 sentences. Can I share with the class? Divakar. So as soon as you said this, I got 4 sentences. So I thought I'll share it with the class. But I am not going to say who it is. So you can take it, if you want, you can take it to be you, okay? So the first one, I find their version of truth or view of things extremely interesting. So this is one person who I observed in the class in the past few days. Second thing is, they seem like they are a fun person, but in reality, they are very caring, concerned, and understanding. I intentionally avoided the gender pronouns, so you can take, it's about some people I just observed here, so I thought I'll say these 4 things. So this was the second thing. Third thing is, the person who seems most unrelated or distant to UHV, but I think they are far ahead of others in human values. So this is my third observation about somebody. And the fourth one is, where is the fourth one? Oh. I find their questions to be very intuitive and interesting. These are the 4 observations. This is about 4 people here, so I thought I'll make some positive sentence. But this not, I just didn't make it up. As soon as you said do this exercise, these were the 4 sentences that came to my mind, so I thought I'll share it with the class. No, that's what. If I mention the name, it will be about just one person. If I don't mention the name, it will be about anybody here. So I thought, let me not mention the name.
Yeril ma'am, he will say on the 8th day all the names. He will say sentence for each and every one. Sir, next observer is ready.
Okay. Okay, so we can discuss next feeling. This was a small exercise. You can do it. Similarly, in your family, you ask everyone, what do you think about me? Then you can work together. Is it conclusion or observation? I did not listen to you. Observation is best one. No, use mic.
But according to this session or whatever the discussion, we are not supposed to conclude anything about this particular person. Isn't right?
Don't conclude, just keep observing and open to evaluate.
Open to evaluate.
Open to evaluate.
It is a continuous
So we need to do evaluation. So we need to do, evaluation is a dynamic process. We need to evaluate. So my child is going to school, he will be affected, we need to evaluate. When he is with me, he may get affected from media, we need to evaluate. So evaluation must be continuous. So when we are saying right evaluation, so right evaluation is not one-time evaluation. It is a dynamic process. We need to evaluate every moment. We need to evaluate ourselves, we need to evaluate others. Then only we can become complement of each other. So this is not one-time process. So each time we need to evaluate. So we need to evaluate our sanskar, we need to evaluate other sanskar. But if you are concluding then you will not evaluate. Then you will block the communication.
So we totally need to avoid it.
We?
Need to avoid.
Yes, don't conclude, just evaluate. Just evaluate. Observe and evaluate. Generally we conclude. It creates problem. So after conclusion, I will stop communication. Okay? Evaluation will not be dangerous. Conclusion will be dangerous. When we are evaluating, we are open for other person. Suppose in UHV2 workshop, I met one person and I have evaluated that I have invested 8 days. So I am evaluating the 8 days, these 8 days are not enough for him. So I will arrange another 8 days. But if I conclude that this person cannot understand, then it will create problem. Yes, then there will be no program for him. Yes. Okay, so we can have break. Hi, Didi? Huh? Now you tell me the time. 4:45. 4:45.
4:45 we will complete this. No, after this we will be leaving. So you can conclude the session.
Okay, so let me sum up what I have done. So today we are discussing relationship. So today we are discussing relationship. Why we are discussing relationship? Because for humane society, we need to work for undivided society and universal human order. An undivided society can happen with relationship. And in relationship, we are trying to recognize right feelings. So we are discussing feeling of trust, respect, affection, to love. With these feelings, I can ensure justice with others. That's why there is a need to have clarity of these feelings. So we discussed fundamental value, trust, assurance on intention. We discussed respect, right evaluation, and with this we discussed relatedness. So once I have trust, respect, then I will feel relatedness with you. So this feeling of relatedness is affection. Then we discuss what is obstacle between me and you. So this is one obstacle. We will discuss another tomorrow. So you can practice it. So each time when you have some thoughts for other, just ask yourself, is it conclusion or my observation? If it is conclusion, then try to draw observation. Nice. So we can stop here. Tomorrow we will discuss feeling of affection. So we can take 2 sleep for tomorrow assignment. Didi, you can give 2 sleep.